Hello, I am Fahim Mohammed Bashir from class 11B and I am a CS student. Today I am here to show a graphic student management system that I have made as part of my school project. This is the main file of the student management system and I'm using 6 modules in total, but the main one I'm using is custom tkinter, which is what allows me to make a graphical user interface. The first thing we will see when we open the interface is it will be asking for a password, and if we do not enter the password we won't be able to enter into the management system. So currently I have set the password to be student, and I'll show you by running the file. I have actually made the file into an exe file so anyone can run it, and when I run this is what opens up. Now it is asking for a password, and if I enter an invalid password, password that is not correct, it says it's a wrong password and it won't let me enter, so I have to enter the correct password. And this takes us into the menu page, and there are buttons on the menu page that takes us into different things. So the first button is create new file. When we enter the correct password, we are taken into the menu page, and this is the menu page, and all of these are the buttons that we see here, and all of these buttons have different commands. So the first one is create file, create new file button, and the command is create file. When we click this button, we are taken here, which is create file is a function that I have defined here. This is the create file function. So first it is asking me to enter the name of the file, so I can give class 11C and the file will be created. And another thing is it won't allow me to make duplicates. For example, I have already made class 11C, so it won't allow me to make another one of that because it already exists. So when I press cancel, it will take me to the menu page again. Now let's talk about the next button. The next button is adding record to file button, and when we press this, it will ask us for a file name, and if we give it a file name that is not in the directory, it will say that file is not found, class 11, which is a file that we have not made yet. So if I give class 11C, it will open the records for me to enter. So I can give the student ID, student name, and the marks, and then I can click enter, and all of these values will be put into the file. And I have to say the way we save the records is in CSV format, comma separated value format. So the file name we entered will be made into a file, CSV file. So the file we are currently working on is class 11c.csv. So we have entered the first record, and the next record we can give something as Kevin 85, 75, 95, 65, 25, and that will be entered too. And the student ID, if we give an invalid one, student ID can only be numbers, so if we give any special values in characters, it will say that it is an invalid student ID. So we have to give proper numbers, and the name cannot be numbers or special characters, so it won't allow me to do that. So I have to give a proper name, and the marks cannot be letters, it has to be numbers. And when we're done entering everything, we can click enter, exit, and it will take us back into the menu page. Now the next button is view all records, and when we click that button, we are taken to here. This is the view file, and this opens up the file using TK sheet, which allows us to make Excel-like interface for us to view. So when we do this, and we should enter a proper one. If we enter that one that is not available, it won't allow us to do that. So we have to enter one that we have made, 11C, and this opens up all of the values that we have entered. and it also calculates for us the total of everything, adding all of this and the percentage and also the grade of each student. And it also sorts according to the student ID, and if we give 3 next and 5 next and then 4, it will still be in the order of 1 2 3 4 5. The next button is deleting a student record. So that is this button, delete a student's record, and that will take us over here. We are defining delete record, and this is what we use to delete a student's record. We will get a drop down button. I have already made class 11B before, and class 11C is what I made just now. So I'm going to delete a record from class 11C because I have made an error. So it will ask us for the ID number of the student to delete. I'll give 2 and it will delete successfully. And now when we view the file again, class 11C, you can see that both of the records that had the student ID as 2 has been deleted. Now the next one is deleting a whole file. So that will take us, this is the button, deleting the whole file. That will take us into this one. This is the function, and when we press the button delete a file, it will tell us to choose one, and I'm going to delete 11C and it will be deleted. And now when we go into here, we will see that 11C is gone, but 11B is still here. The next button is to exit out of the system. So when we are done entering all of the records, we can use this, and this is the button, exit system, and that will let us get out of the system. It will ask for a confirmation yes or no first. If we give exit system and we say no, it will take us back into the menu, but if we do say yes, then it is exited. So that was the graphical student management system. I thank you all for watching, and I also thank my teachers, Ms. Bilkis and Mr. Srinivasu, for all of their support. Thank you.